I'll be calling you a radical, so I'm telling you, this is a big story. So, you know who our army is, our small group of army. The fact that Christina needs to be investigated, she needs to be put in jail. What she did as chairwoman of the NRC, and the fact that they changed her, okay, but the fact they did it so quickly. I've lobbied for this, I'm pushing for this. And so Hanson in, she's out at the nuclear rallying cheerleaders. What she did is one of the most criminal acts in the history of this country. So, Nuscale, and I'll tell you what right now, and mark my words, I said this, and I'm in all these people's ear. I mean, this YouTube site is about that much of my activism. You don't think? I'll tell you how. When I'm in D.C., let's see, my no nukes, my rhetoric, blah, blah. Lead shot waving on Fox News, on ABC News, on NBC, Kevin Blanche. The university, Howard, and George Washington came over, spent an hour each with me with a camera crew for a teaching mechanism on environmental economics and everything for free. I interviewed me for question Q&A. Lobbyists, I mean, when I corked the champagne, I'm standing with Medea Benjamin when they called the election, being interviewed on this whole thesis. The champagne I shared was with somebody who's like, no, Kevin Mike, you're all over. You're right. This needs Nuscale. If I was involved with Nuscale and I was a Utah legislator, anybody who's involved with that thing, I'd be hiding under a fucking rock right now. And mark my words. You think Ohio, that fucking FBI fucking sham on the bailout? And one thing before I keep going on this. Unite the clans in Ireland. There's a really great activist that set up shop at the, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of year old church. The old Saxon church in... How long must I sing this song? Who stole Bongo's trousers? Same old thing. In the name of Dorothea O'Riordan. Oh, I loved her work. She was the greatest. He set up shop trying to block the fucking UK fucking... By the way, the IRA over there in Northern Ireland is very fucking active. Finnegan says, I'm going back away. I says, they're very active. And they're pissed about this. Fuck shoving nuclear energy down their fucking throat like he says. Wind and solar, fucking, what are you talking about? In Ireland? Kevin Blanche. I am Kevin Blanche. I shoot lightning bolts from my hand. Fireballs from my arse. Fucking Longshanks fucking in Vegas. I think it's incredible how they start nuclear testing in Nevada. Weber State played down there yesterday at the coronavirus fucking tournament. No mask. What a game. But Burgess fucking Owens. Oh, fuck, are those people insane. I love what McCain said. Mrs. McCain said yesterday, what an honor to be sanctioned by that part of the world is gone. I mean, come on, that's FLDS. That's Warren Jeff's land. I mean, that's what they are, Ask Mitt Romney. His family. Oh, yeah, they're in northern Mexico. I mean, they're originally from here in Ogden. The Allreds in Shanaas. I used to, oh, God, when I was in high school, one of the Allred girls, her and I, whoa! Right here in Ogden. Oh, they're fucking insane, Even Ammon Bundy says this. It becomes as natural as occupying a fucking bird refuge. So they want to reset. They elect Burgess and get rid of the best congressman in the history of the state of Utah, Ben McAdams. I'm telling you that just the fact they did this quickly. So we need to stand and... I'll never forget it. I'm at Livermore. Kamala Harris's mom worked at Livermore. She was the epidemiologist there. Protesting in Livermore. I used to protest in Livermore all the time. By the way, it's the creepiest place in the world. The one nuclear physicist there calls himself Hurricane. Bringing star power to Earth. There's a giant suicide rate there. Massive cancer rate there. I wonder why. I mean, Hunter's Point on Balco. Oh, yeah, they brought that to Idaho. Trump restarted testing in Idaho. For real. Oh, you consented. I went to all the consent, like a passed out freaking coy behind a dumpster. Fucking, they consented. You do know about that case. I guess I got to explain everything. But our small army, you know. So, we need to unite the clans. Stop rioting. Stop breaking shit. Stop fucking rioting. Stop rioting. Stop and start. I mean, if I'm not proof you could pull this off, have conversations with your representative. The new elect representative right here in our district, and he has an R in front of his name. Guess what? Guess who his basketball coach was when he was young for years? And he still calls me coach. I was. The guy who did open heart surgery. I says, I hope I'm nice to you when you was a kid. Because I used to coach against him. He says, oh yeah, I'm going to hold your heart in my hand for 6 hours. Always be nice to the kids because they grow up to be men and women. So, these lunatics that are trying to shove nuclearism down. Why? So Nuscale from hell. I'm the guy that daggered Blue Castle down there when I was in the bone marrow transplant center. Bad timing for them. Google it. I'm in the bone marrow transplant when they're trying to shove that down their throat. There's videos of me and them fucking right at each other. Try to kill me. Try to kill me. For I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no fucking evil. And the fuckers are evil. Utah needs to pull their head out of their fucking ass. And this is another thing I'm working right now. Because I'm in the new governor-elect. He's Southern Utah. I like him. He has an R. I don't care about their R or their fucking D. I don't care. I'm talking to him and says, sending them free. They're going to, Dirty Herbie, that passive-aggressive let off. This isn't, depleted uranium, which killed Beau Biden. This is steam malfunction they had at San Onofre. They're going to tear it down and NRC is going to bring it here to fucking Utah. Why are we the fucking toilet? Why? And he says, yeah, why? Why are we? I'm in his ear and I'm trying to block the fucking tearing down of giving Dolly Parton a mastectomy. Now, this is irony because, everybody down there calls it Dolly Parton. Don't want to give her a mastectomy. Dolly Parton's brother died, I believe, yesterday of cancer. Young. Everybody's dying. So, I don't want it tore down. And why? Everybody that's down there, all you San Onofriers on the beach, without me, you would still be getting radiated out there on the fucking thing. Without me, think about the generator, both generators, hot generators. No Utah media filmed any of that, did they? I did. With no money. Fucking go out there, documented this in history. All this fucking work. Fucking San Onofre. What? Energy solutions are so fucking corrupt here. Oh my God, it's the most corrupt thing. Yeah, always happened. The toilet here in Utah. Yeah, I'm making videos in my bathroom, me and Henry Miller. Go Bills, by the way. Gone Johnson. Oh, one thing too, before I keep going on this NRC. This is for our small army. They'll find us. This is important. Just the fact they did this quick is, thank you for Kevin Durant to tell Charles Barkley, shut the fuck up. He needs to shut the fuck up, babbling fucking buffoon. All those fuckers. So does fucking Shaquille O'Neal. He's got the nerve to fucking... Have you seen this going at Donovan Mitchell? Tells him, well, I don't think you can... Who the fuck is he? Why are you talking about your little sister's death of fucking cancer, asshole? His youngest sister just died at AML at 40. Why are you protecting her? Leave Donovan a fucking alone. It's pretty bad when Kevin Blanche, who has zero money, and I know Donovan personally. I rode on the plane with him from New York here when he came to Utah. We had long conversations, good conversations. Why will these people not address the fucking death, cancer, environmentalism? Hello to Barkley and fucking Shaq, don't get cancer. We have a so-called African, I hate that, we have a black head of the EPA now. Now we got Gina McCarthy is going to be The climate czar in the United States. You need to learn how to spell fucking czar. Yeah, she covered up her AdNet. But the only thing we have working with her, at least she knows all about Fukushima. We ain't got to brief her and get her up. So don't be tearing down Senator friend. So just the fact they switched her out of the NRC that quick. She needs to be in. Stay with me. Nuscale. Oregon company. Jose Reyes. Now, I asked Sean Reyes, the Bear River Massacre is coming up right now, the 29th, right? I'm always there. Cox and Reyes were there. He's our Attorney General. Sean. I asked Sean, point blank. Everybody's saying you're related to Reyes. I'm not related. And he made a point. Remember, he turned around and says, make this no mistake about it. I'm not related to it. And he made a point of that. But he claimed to me that he didn't even know what Nuscale was. Well, I'm sure he knows now. And I'm working with him also. You know, and I think we can get some things done with him, with Cox in there. So Cox spoke. And he says, I got to tell you, I have it on video. I told him I wouldn't put it up. I don't play that way. The reason I'm here is this was Utah territory. He got down and I says, I didn't think he'd be governor. I thought Huntsman would win for sure. I'm glad he's won now that I think back on it. Because, and I'll tell you why, because Huntsman was I talked to him, and it's online. I said, what about back to the SMR? The SMR that blew up in Russia. You know about that on the White Sea. Killed the 8 lead nuclear physicists. Yeah, I'm the one that collected the data. Then why aren't you screaming about it? His father died of all his billions couldn't save. He didn't say nothing, did he? Did he? What about Fukushima? I asked him about Fukushima. Yeah, we were in China when it happened. You, of course, I know. Why aren't you screaming about it? Because he's on the billionaire inherited wealth team, the luxury good of death, the Huntsman cancer. Not my words. That's Ed LDS's words. That's what they call it. Don't shoot the messenger. So the SMR catastrophe, I says, Spencer, don't air your ignorance in public. And I have it on video, but I won't put it up. I have a lot of stuff on video. He says, well, I said, this was never Utah territory. Franklin, Idaho was Washington territory. You know, they just killed 512 men, women, and children while they slept. That's all. We used to call it, when I was young, they would teach us that it was the Battle of Bear River. And I remember my teacher when I was a kid, that's no battle, that was a massacre. And, you know, I grew up, my mom worked at the Intermountain Indian School. That's what it was called. Navajo. I got pretty well raised in that. Tore that down. So I got the Shoshone, which here, what's her name? You say, we're not Shoshone, we're Shoshone. Little soldiers buried right next to my dad. I could write 1,000 books. He says, that's not what we were told. It's told. By the way, Darren Perry, who's head of that nation, I'm friends with him. He ran for Senate. I'm friends with he's green as grass, but I like him. Blake, I'm working with him. Stop fucking writing. Start having conversations. A lot of these young politicians, and you think about it, Bernie Sanders, geezers at Caesars in the United States Senate, and I voted for Bernie because he's an anti-nuclear. He's pulled the plug. Bernie Sanders is the junior senator in Vermont. Just think about that one, you young people. Whoa, geezers at fucking Caesars. So Longshanks, he says, that's how we're told. I says, I thought you were a leader. So I'm teaching them. I'm learning them up. The zero heir to the billionaire. You think about the conversation with Huntsman and me. And I know him. I have zero. He has inherited billion. My grandfather was Abraham Hunsaker IV. The Hunsaker line is the wealthy who built the University of Utah. Without them, they left all. They were Mormon socialists. They didn't believe in inherited wealth. I was required to learn a trade by the time I was in those sand pits in Brigham City, Utah. I learned to plaster by the time I was 16 years old. Hockey trowel in my hand. I was required to by him. I didn't get no inherited wealth. I didn't get a penny. I paid for my own way through college, started university at 15, 16 years old, and I'm still working at it. It's my ongoing historic PhD. This is a big deal. She needs to be investigated. So Christine and Jose Reyes, Idaho National Lab, yep, they work together. Lovers. Nuclear freaking love. Disgusting. She's the one that approved. Now stay with me. On the grant, this is during the Obama administration. When Obama came here to Utah, and I tried to tell everybody, this is all nuclear, this is all nuclear. Hello. Obama and Trump were identical handoff freaking Abby's bitches on a leash. I mean, what they did, they're the two worst presidents in fucking American history. Dumb, Bush, Obama dumber, and Trump dumbest. Dumb and Dumber was filmed here in, Blanche Plastering. Butch was my lead man for all those years. He died this year. That was filmed in his bar on West 24th Street, The Cake. I mean, we've got to go in there. I got to drive them up to it, man. Dante's Inferno is that building. So, these monsters, these nuclear fucking lunatics, Price Anderson got up by Bush, have got to go. They got to go. I'm not waiting on a lady. Yeah, who's that? Is the personalities, the culture personality. Just a cultured personality. Me oh my, Nobel Prize. Who's that? That's Shirtwaist Fire Day. They come and go, but the radiation talk about physical nuclear graffiti on Balco. The original money for this Nuscale sham at Idaho National Lab for Nuscale was a company called Kenwood Financial, just like Blue Castle. I'm an ex-hedge fund guy. I was a derivative arbitrage specialist. I taught at Weber, received their, I have the last letter of recognition, the legendary, the greatest finance professor in the country, the ethics guy, Dr. Koo, died of mad cow. I have his last letter of recommendation. I was his protege. He died in 99. All of them did. Water's curse. So, the original grant was Kenwood Financial. I dug in. Now, Blue Castle, it was Lead Dog Hedge Fund. So I dug in. I've made calls, and I'm like, there's no Lead Dog Hedge Fund. Ended up being fucking a Ponzi scheme sham. Just like this one. Kenwood Financial, I dug in. I'm the one that outed it, that it was a SEC went after him, found him guilty of a Ponzi scheme. This is the original money, the matching the funds under the United States law they have to have before they can get any government grant. It was a Ponzi scheme. It was a sham. Nuscale is a total 100%. The Utah taxpayer, I was heavily involved in the AMPS bill, which was all sun and winter. Same in New York. I was heavily involved in that, where you went door to door. You could sign up to get sun and wind. Status King Cuomo, $7.6 billion. Bank bailout on chemo is illegal and corrupt as fucking hell. I see the AG has sued fucking Holtec for not fucking offering the buying fucking New York fucking to Cuomo. You're wrong on the wrong end of this fucking lawsuit. Fucking Cuomo's a nuclear fucking, just like Trump, fucking Porky Pig fucking mobsters. The mob runs the nuclear industry in fucking New York. Ask Mike Tyson. Well, let me tell you about the mob that thinks they run it. Go to the mob, the real mob in Italy. When the nuclear industry rolled back into that fucking country in 2000, look it up, in 2012, this is where we're starting the 5 nuclear reactors, which the people had voted 95-5. They didn't want it. The mob kneecapped them. Look it up. So you're on the wrong side of fucking history. Fukushima. The fucking funding was fraudulent. She worked with Jose Reyes together at Idaho National Lab, the head of the NRC. She approved this. Fucking the money in Utah that's been looted and stolen to build little reactors all over these municipalities. They rolled in on the guy that outed that. They gave individuals, fucking Morgan, Utah, the fucking me part. They're never going to put a reactor. Here's $200,000 for you to promote this. For what? It's just for you. They $200,000 to individuals all over the fucking $200,000 a piece. I'm going crazy. Kaysville, Brigham City, fucking all over. Just they handed it to them. All illegal, fraudulent as fuck. Stole our money. Your bill, your fucking power bill, it comes out. It's called AMS. They stole it. Not going to. They've stole well over $350 million already from Utah. Fucking New York stole 7.6. It stole it. Fucking wind and solar, fucking, they changed the language in the law to say, oh no, nuclear is renewable. It ain't fucking, it's the opposite of renewable. It's forever. Nuclear waste is forever. Hello. Palo Verde and fucking, that needs to go. They all need to go. This is a major fucking step. Christina, fucking, she spoke away. I mean, she knows me personally. All these people do. I don't actually have my friend at Weber High that I grew up with bought the fucking bar at fucking Atomic City. Paul died. All these people know they've got to deal with me. And they're dealing with me. Just the fact that she was like that. Look how quickly they moved on this. I'll tell you what. If I fucking Nuscale, it's so fucking... I asked legislators, the Utah legislators going right now, and I'm in there. You can look them all up, squash my... I catch Nuscale under the stairs in the Utah State lobbying in session, which is against the law in Utah. They don't give a fuck. Ask these legislators right to their face. Why are you belling out fucking energy solutions? Why are you doing this Nuscale bill? What's his name from Clearfield that I grew up with? He says, because. Okay. Jobs. The day after they got the Nuscale fucking gig? Excuse me, the Senate Offrey? There's too many of these. Energy solutions bill through to bail them out. They laid off 55 people and they only have, I think, 58 people that work there. Go out there. I mean, come with me. I go out there and protest. That's where I was at when fucking Fukushima melted down. I was protesting Mike Lee secretly sneaking in the Italian waste. Well, I got to tell you, Kevin. My dad, we just found out it's a downwinder. This is the same guy who promoted nuclearism. Oh my God, what is it? Well, Obama did it. His mother was a downwinder. Well, we'll see with Kamala. She was paramount in the shutdown of Senator Humphrey. She was the AG when this criminal activity. And just remember this, Jerry Brown, I'm the guy that outed all this in the bone marrow transplant at LDS going in and out of coma at the time. Back to, you don't think that woke people up? Senator Humphrey, I'm the guy that leaked all that shit out to the powers there be, to Kamala Harris's office. I'm the guy that leaked it to her office, that they were fucking cheating on this fucking exchange. Jerry Brown was in on it. Left, right was all in on it. So the litigation that got filed in California to go after Brown, Peavy, Peavy told me to go fuck myself in a hearing in public. Oh, fuck him again. What a feather in my cap. What an honor. What an honor. Trump dumped out more nuclear porky fucking pig than any president in fucking history, even more than Barry. Look it up, Barry Antoinette Obama. That's our group that asked him on the stump. This is the guy propped up by the nuclear industry. What are you going to do about cleaning up Hanford? I got to tell you, don't know what Hanford is. This is your brilliant fucking guy. How did we get Trump? Obama. Fuck, Democrats didn't vote. They were like, fuck, Hillary, we're going to get another Obama? Yeah, please. You know how many more so-called lefties voted this go around than in 2016? Look it up. About 20 million more. Well, because, and I'm not a fan of sliding with Biden's. They weren't either. He's a warmonger. We'll see. I thought he loved his kid. They sprayed depleted uranium, white phosphorus all over Fallujah. Me and, again, back to me, Dan Benjamin and I standing there. We both screamed our fucking heads off when they were staging troops in Afghanistan. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to fucking Iraq to get Dick Cheney a friend's a big old sack. It's irony that it's Liz Cheney that has it. Thank you, Liz Cheney. She said it perfectly. Fucking, they're sanctioning her in Wyoming. Thank you. Thank you. What a fucking feather in their freaking cap. How Boogeyman, they're so insane in San Diego that Darrell Isis, who got beat by Mike Levin, who's one fantastic fucking congressman. He was like Ben McCann. I hooked Ben McCann and he and I up. At least he won. Again, in District 49, San Diego, panning for fucking nuclear waste. I'm friends with him. All these people. Oh, they listen to me. Gregor Jacko needs to go. He's on that committee. He cowered down in the corner in the Situation Room. I'll testify to that. ISIS got beat, who lied to me, and Peter and I both have it on film. He can't show up, and then he snuck in the back door, and hid behind Allison McFarland. I'll take Allison McFarland over fucking, over Christina, and what I felt about her. But at least she said there's no answer for the waste, and there never will be. She's MIT, though. Of course, so is Chomsky. So, Duncan Hunter moves back to San Diego. Inland, their brains are cooked. Trump pardoned him, you do know. Do you know about Duncan Hunter's rabbit? I was going to change my name to Duncan Hunter's rabbit. Why would Trump pardon that fucking criminal derelict creep? You know, I don't know. It's unbelievable. So there needs to be a major investigation on Nuscale, which I think there already is. I think the FBI is already all over it. I mean, they did in Ohio. Those bribes busted them. You know, that's what they do. I'm the first guy when they first started this bill and they started in New York. I'm the only one protesting. Look it up. Bank bailout on chemo. Status King Cuomo. Stop this. This is illegal. And then they went house to house, state to state. The IAEA, I'm there all the time. That protesting the IAEA. Then, you know, they get that fucking national bailout, fucking world global bailout, national bailout, Price Anderson. State bailouts now. Fuck, they're going to go to your local fucking PTA. Fucking the nuclear energy crime scene, a.k.a. the untouchables. Well, let's see how Christopher Hansen handles this. He's the new head of the NRC, and I'll be talking to him. And they all know me personally. They've dealt with me for years at for instance, the San Onofre fucking hearing. I'm the keynote fucking speaker, and they went virtual in Austin. I'm always the keynote speaker. And think about this. This is important with my incredible, my culture personality. Culture personalities. I was very cultured. I was raised in a very cultured atmosphere. Left, right, but I'm not so fucking politically correct, am I? Try me. My doctor says, you saved me, Vincent. He's known me since I was a kid. He says, man, we were talking in Europe, and he says, how many languages do you speak, Kevin? I said, quite a few. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ja. Not so good. Est-ce que vous parlez français? Oui. Okay. Se habla Espanol. I'm not good at all, but I can. I will. But my English is fucking horrible. I don't speak fucking Queen's English. Good fucking Irish wit boy. Really? Fuck, somebody says, what, all those bloodlines of yours? Austria, all roads lead to Vienna, Copenhagen, Denmark, northern Denmark. I'm protesting at Livermore, and all my accounts got hacked for the umpteenth time. Email went out. These fake emails of this connecting dots and these trolls and these fucking pieces of shit, this 4-bit TV, they're all paid rats. They're all funded by the people that own San Onofre. I can prove that. I know that. But while I'm in critical condition, slandering me, attacking me, guns in my face, I'm not afraid. I'm not fucking scared of any of them. Bring it on, fucking losers. I was not born with these scars across my face. It took years of living in this violent fucking place. I'm not afraid of them. I'm probably the guy who started what turned out to be Black Lives Matter. That's from the fence. Mr. Biden, tear down that wall. I'm not talking about the wall in Texas. I'm talking about the wall fucking Coward Boy put all the way around and moved the peace vigil. You know, he put a wall from Constitution to H, from 14th to 18th, 17th at least. It was started on a white girl in Utah named Danielle Willard. And should it matter if it's black or white when a cop gets... No. I mean, murder's murder, right? But just remember this on Black Lives Avenue. I'm standing there when they made the call with the greatest, the two activists of 20 years. Miss Benjamin and I. We warned you at the Polygon, the Afghanistan, Iraq, when they were going in there. That's the Russian nuclear test site. Now you're all coming home crying. We screamed and yelled, you spit on us. You call this a bunch of hippies and pieces. I mean, I'm no fucking hippie. I'm a beatnik. I'm a recycled beatnik. I'm a recycled freaking Weber County, Utah, Weber High School, fucking class of 78, fucking class of 78, fucking Mission Bay High School, fucking Pacific Beach, California, fucking recycled fucking beatnik that fell in love with the environment as a child. And Trump wants to drain the fucking swamp. No, he drained the swamp. He drained the wetlands. The corruption? Oh, fuck. Think about fucking the whole fucking lies. I've been in love with the ecology since I was a child, and I've made the fucking choice when I was a little child. I'm going to defend her, and I know the top of the fucking nuclear, well, the top of the mass murder fucking heap. Why'd you go all in Fukushima? Because nothing else matters. So, stay tuned. This fight, I know this is a long video. Go Bills. Go Teron Johnson. There's pictures of him holding my grandson. There's pictures of he and I together when there was like 600 people in the fucking stands. They were that bad. He experienced that turnaround at the only football stadium named after a woman, the nuclear fucking stadium. Stewart Stadium, Weber State. I don't think they won a fucking game. His freshman, sophomore year. His senior year, they won the fucking Big Sky Championship. I always knew what he was. Lillard's got 20 boy and girl right, Kevin D. Shut the fuck up, Barkley, you babbling fuck. I mean, what a player. No doubt. An incredible fucking player, but God, he babbles like diarrhea, and so does Shaq. They need to both shut the fuck up. Start worrying about their fucking health. Start fucking talking about fucking, nuclear disasters and cancer. That's what you need to be talking about. And, Kevin Durant also. Come on. You sure took on Black Lives Matters on there, Dame Lillard took it on in Oregon. So did Donovan. I'm probably the guy that started the whole fuck. Well, I am. That's unarguable. The post-internet, they evolved. It was started in 2012 on the death of a white girl named Danielle Willard and a no-knock warrant at the Stewart, related to the Stewart Stadium, Matthew, right there in Ogden. The whole movement was started on the fucking cover-up of the Fukushima disaster. Look it up. Yeah, Google it. You'll find out that 3 women sitting around, you think about all the blood and fucking pain and suffering, chest split open, fell in a bone marrow transplant, going in and out of a fucking coma when this whole thing started. And 3 women, armchair activists, keyboard activists, going to sit around hashtag and take credit for this. What a fucking disgrace. The scars across my face. All the people that fucking died in the streets of Baltimore, died in the fucking streets of Ferguson, died in the fucking streets of Ogden, Utah, in fucking Salt Lake City, Utah. Fuck. Inside the, fuck. Stop rioting and start fucking having conversations with your fucking representative. Your people. They're green as grass, they're ignorant, and they're stupid. Well, I shouldn't say stupid. They're not stupid. They're ignorant when it comes to Fukushima because it's all been covered up. And you can thank Alex Jones and Klan for all that. They pigeonholed fucking the Fukushima disaster into this fucking lunacyville when they did good work and then they just dropped it and then they went into wherever they've gone. I'm not that, never have been. I'm the opposite of that. I don't do conspiracy. I do the reality, the greatest PhD in human history. So all hands on deck. This is a major, we need her locked up. I mean, she needs to be investigated. The Nuscale fucking sham that Trump